Ah,
Uh,
fucking gorilla mode going on. Welcome back. What are we at? Episode number three, right?
yep, episode number three
We're at
of the
episode number three. I
Intellectuals.
feels like the fucking chains are falling off my neck because finally I can be authentic again. Feel like a fucking gorilla just broke out of the fucking cage, or a lion finally stepping out of the fucking cage because we're at episode number three of the Intellectualism's Round Table. Wait, Intellectuals Round Table. Welcome back to this episode. We're gonna be talking about you are actually living the dream right now. You see, you and I right now in your pursuit to greatness. Chances are, if you're watching this podcast, I forgot to introduce myself. You're joined by the host Jamie, and you have Junta, both founders of Intellectualism, $100 million company. Obviously not. We're just, basic self-improvement guys. If you're interested in like Huberman type content, Huberman usually does like 2 hour type videos where he talks about I don't know what the fuck he talks about, like fucking hydration or something, and he goes into like extreme details, give you like his tools and shit like that, right? We basically do that, but for like self-improvement topics, like what do we do? Like working out, the basic stuff, attention span, but not really the basic stuff, kind of like more advanced stuff. Our target audience are mainly like those guys who have been on self-improvement for like a year or so, and the basics, meditation and stuff like that. This is where you go next, right? So if that's what you're interested in, go check us out over at Intellectualism. That's Intellectualism at YouTube. You can go check us out there. See you there. But anyways, back to today's topic. You're actually living the dream right now. Jino, what do you think? You seem like you're moving some shit around. What do you think about you're living the dream right
My
now?
PC had the charger. I'm scared of
PC had
die
a
also.
chance. Makes sense. But what do you think about the dream? The dream.
Well, right now, you know how you love watching TV series and you love to see the anime MC or the MC in the fiction series you're reading, and you're like, damn, this guy was fucking suffering for so long. Everyone's making fun of him. Everyone thinks that Naruto was, I don't know, funny for fucking trying to become Hokage or some shit, or fucking any series that you watch, the anime MC, you see him suffer for a really long time, for like 3 to 4, how many seasons straight, and then the final season, his hair suddenly grows out and he walks out like, I'm Eren Yeager or some shit along the
That's
line.
me.
And you're like, oh shit, this guy, he used to
Yeah.
be a fucking pussy, and now
Yeah.
he's,
I
whoa.
mean, you look at Eren Yeager season one, he look like some fucking bitch boy. You look at season four, the hair grown out, he look like a alpha male. I mean, not really alpha male, but he looks like a fucking like, yo, this guy actually looks like some next level. And the point here is you're living that dream right now. You like to see an anime, so why don't you like to see that in your own life? Why don't you like to see that in your own life? You're going through your anime episode right now. And just a disclaimer, I'm pretty sure we wrote this in, I think we should probably put this in our podcast description. Mainly talking about this podcast is mainly targeted towards people who are like chasing greatness. Like you're on this pursuit for greatness. Doesn't matter who it is. If you're a student, we still want to encourage those students, out there, entrepreneur mainly. Mainly just people going through the struggles, fucking working your ass off when everyone else is like fucking partying and living life and shit. And you're there fucking chilling, getting shit done. This podcast is built for you, man. This podcast is to make it so that we're on this round table. We're all talking about our struggles because this is our path to greatness, right? And we're getting there as well. You're starting off as a nobody, and this is basically your anime. This is your anime season. Who knows?
Series.
I'm probably season three right now because I've been grinding this shit for fucking like 4 years. You may be in season one, season two. Doesn't matter. This is a part of your journey. Season one. What do you think the anime MC was at season one? He was being bullied. He was training hard. And look at him at season four. He's like the fucking guy with the fucking um the suits and stuff is like out there, like, yeah, what's up, guys? With the fucking develop stuff. You need to go through your fucking season ones, you know what I mean? So you're living the dream, you may be thinking to yourself right now, this fucking sucks. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm up at 4 a.m. Like, why do I fucking do this? Right. And that's the question that I used to ask myself because I remember last year, it was fucking Christmas, and usually as a Christmas tradition, I'm not a Christian by any means, but I would usually just go out and chill with the boys. It's a usual tradition for me. I would just call a friend out and we would just go be chilling, just be hanging out and stuff. But last year, I sacrificed my Christmas, even though I didn't want to. I had to fucking stay in and actually work on a big project. I had to actually stay in to actually like coach my clients. And that paid off. That definitely paid off. We managed to secure our first sale ever after doing this for like many fucking years. And, it paid off. And now I'm on a different path, trying to get that consistency. So yeah, you're living the dream. Honestly, these days, the mornings, the early mornings where you wake up and grind in silence when everyone else is asleep, this is a part of your journey to go to greatness. This is the dream, right? This is the dream that everyone's been talking about. But what you usually see and what the media usually um illustrates is guys on the top with suits and cigars with the girls and stuff. You want that, but you don't want to see what's behind the curtains because again, it's not marketable. You look at like, let's talk about one guy in the space, right? You know who it is. The guy that is the guy that needs to be kind. You know who I'm talking about. That guy, you know, he said it himself. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna go there. That's a bit controversial. But the TLDR is the reason why these top guys, they show you all the suits and stuff is because they're trying to show you the life that you want, right? And they're trying to show you that they can get you there. You know what I mean? So like it's more marketable in a way, I guess. But that's why no one shows the background because, dude, if entrepreneurship, if they or the pursuit to greatness, if they actually show you what was going behind the curtains, no one wants to go there, right? If you actually got like a shot of like, let's say like a basketball legend, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Like if you show him behind the curtains, fucking shooting the ball 1,000 fucking times in the fucking morning, no one wants to fucking do that, right? At 4 a.m. when everyone's fucking sleeping, he's out there fucking hooping, right? They literally said notoriously, Kobe used to be training twice, like literally twice more than the average basketball player or some shit, right? Because usually they have like one training sessions. Kobe would have two training sessions, and he was like dribbling basketballs in his bedroom and stuff like that. Go watch a documentary. He talked about stuff like that. No one wants to see that shit, bro. That's why they show you all the end results, but they didn't show you that in order to get that, you need to go through this, and that's what you're going through right now. So it's fine and it's totally normal, right? And this is your journey, bro. This is your fucking season 1 or season 2. So buckle up because it's gonna be a long ride. And I promise you, we're up there. You know, for different people, there's different reasons. If you want to get onto this journey for like materialistic goods and whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to me, but it doesn't matter to you. If you want to fucking get the Lambos, you want to get the cigars, just remember that this is the price that you have to pay. You think diamond watches are free, bro? You think like the cigars, you think the women, you think the cars, you think are free? They're not fucking free, bro. They cost a lot of fucking money, and you better be paying that price. You know what I mean? And that's what you need for your fucking grinding if you want stuff like that. And trust me, bro, when you're up there, you're gonna be missing these days. You're gonna be in your fucking supercar watching. You're gonna be thinking, damn, I used to drive the bus. I used to be working on my laptop in the bus, trying to fucking eat and shit like that, right? You're gonna miss those days. So live in the moment, I would say. That's something that I've been trying to implement more into my days these days. Instead of like fucking whining, like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like I need to get back home now. Like what the fuck is going on? Like I'm using public transport and stuff like that. I try to like live in the moment. I try to be like, yeah, I know this sucks right now, but I know in the future it'll be a memory that me and Judah we can laugh at. Like, bro, remember that time we were in a bus and it was like we were about to die in there, right? Fucking traffic and shit like that. We'll be laughing about it. We'll be actually there'll be something to talk about when we're there, right? We're not gonna be there fucking daddy's money or some shit. We're gonna be there, hard work, dedication to the craft. And we actually feel like we made it. We'll be like, oh shit, man. We actually have stuff to talk about rather than be like, oh, we made it. We'll be like, damn, remember that? Remember we couldn't fucking afford that? Now we can and stuff like that. But what do you think about this? Because this is the dream. This is honestly the dream.
Yeah, being in the moment is what I've been doing too. Not really caring too much about the future because it is very scary because it's unpredictable. You don't know what the fuck's gonna go on next week, next month. You don't know if you're gonna make it or not, but that's why I stay in the present. Like what Jimmy said, I know, even though I don't want to admit it, in the future, I know fucking 1 year later, I'll look back, be like, man, what the fuck happened that during those times? And I'm most likely gonna miss those days for sure. Like, oh shit, I can't grind that much anymore. I'm in a different season now and I'm in Japan. I'm just looking around like, wow.
Yeah. You're gonna miss these days. I promise you, bro. You're gonna miss the days. I mean, yeah, you're gonna miss it, right? You're gonna be fucking maybe 50 years old. You're gonna be like, that was good times. You want that. You want that wholesome moment when you're like old and you're like in your deathbed or something. Let's not, God forbid, right? You live a long life and shit like that. But you're on your deathbed, you want to be fucking like smiling and shit. Be like, I remember that time I was in the bus. So broke. I couldn't even afford a meal. That kind of stuff. You want to have actual life experiences. You don't want to be that fucking kid that's like on the top because of daddy's money or whatever fucking shit. You don't want to be that guy, do you? And that's why you're on your pursuit of greatness. And it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. If you're a fucking student, if you're an athlete, we all have our moments, times where you're like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna pass that exam, bro. I've been studying so hard, but I'm still scared. That's fine. It's unpredictable. Entrepreneurship as well. Like, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't even know when I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Everything that comes with greatness, this is the process, bro. Right? So if you want to go live an average life, it's always there for you. You can go fucking work at McDonald's for some fucking security or some bullshit, or choose your path to greatness, and this is what comes with it, right? But what do you think?
You're not forced to do this. I think we talked about this so many times. Like, you're not forced to do this. You don't have to choose your path to greatness. I always hear this from us in the past, like, fuck, we have to do this work. Fuck, we have to go there. Fuck, we gotta do this. No, 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 no. We don't have to do this. We choose to do this. The reason we sit down, fucking demotivated, devoid of emotions, fucking like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I want to give up. But for some reason, our hands are still typing on the keyboard, still sending that message to the client. Why? It's because we choose to pay this price. We choose to get that Gucci shirt. We don't want that Gatti shirt. If we wanted a Gatti shirt, we can just stop the laptop, shut it down, go outside, go to college, and just live an average life and just be like, yep, I'll be fine. Just walking around, going to the bars with people just like me, all mediocre, and die with tears, not even being able to come out because of how dead you are already. And when you die, you actually die.
I mean, yeah, you just have to remember that you being on your path right now, it's your choice. Anytime right now you can choose to throw in the towel, right? If you're a student, anytime right now, bro, you can choose not to fucking study. You can choose to get on TikTok or whatever. You can choose to. You can choose not to get the A or whatever. You can choose, bro. It's not, no one's forcing you genuinely, but you choose to be here, right? So instead of telling yourself every single day, oh, I have to, I can't go to that meeting, I can't hang out, I have to share that. Stop fucking telling yourself that, because you choose to, right? As a human, you have a choice, right? If you want to go to that party that your friends inviting you to go right now, you can go. Yes, your parents may scold you or whatever, but you can go, right? It's not like you have to, you choose to. So reframe that mindset, and I promise to put you in a more positive light. You'll actually be grinding every single day, like, I choose to be here, I choose to pay the price tag. And for context on what Junta is saying, he's talking about this Gatti and Gucci stuff. It's like you and the person beside you, you guys are trying to pay different prices. You know what I mean? Kind of to put it into perspective, like, you're trying to go for that Gucci shirt, you're trying to go for that premium stuff, you're trying to go for, an exceptional lifestyle. You're trying to get into like a good college. You're trying to have a good life. You're paying a different price compared to the guy beside you, which just wants an average life. He's looking for Adidas. He's looking for like the normal stuff. You're looking for Gucci. So both of those items, they have different prices, bro. Right? If you want to be average, you don't have to do as much, right? Just fucking do the bare minimum. Go work at McDonald's or some shit. Go have some average grades. But you don't want that, do you? Right? You choose to fucking pay that premium price. You choose to have a better life. And this is the price associated with that. At any time, you can go choose to pay for Adidas, bro. Go pay for the average life, sure. But you want something different. And that's why it comes with a different price tag, right? Like when you go into a fucking wine store or whatever, yeah, you can get they always say, it's pretty much the same. It tastes the same and stuff like that. But the real ones, they will know that it tastes slightly different. And that's better at a different price range. That's why there's like expensive wine and cheap wine. Same stuff like that, bro. Right? Expensive clothes and cheap clothing. It may look the same on the outside, but it's different. So that's just to put it into perspective, right? What do you think, Juna?
He's right. You have a choice. And I want to put it into even more context. Like, you might be saying to yourself, I have a feeling that you probably are thinking right now, like, I actually have to, because if my parents said that if I didn't do it, I'll get kicked out of the house. If you say things like that, then yes, it looks like you're being forced, but not really. If you look deeper into the situation, you see that it's still a choice, because you can choose to get kicked out. You can choose to move out. You can choose to move out and just like, okay, I'm gonna fuck the grades. Sure, yes, the consequences are huge, but if you're willing to do it, you still will. So you are still making a choice. There's still two options. It's not like you have no options at all. You have. It's just one option is like, what the fuck, man? And the other option is, yeah, just study and get good grades and learn how to study better or whatever, all this stuff. So That's why there's no such thing as you being forced. I mean, unless, I mean, there's different topics like courses, but outside that, no, you have a choice.
Mm.
It's not a cause. You're not forced to do so. A lot of people like to say, I'm forced to study, I'm forced to stay back at school. Not really. You're not forced to stay back at school. You can leave the school right now. It's just that the price you're willing to pay is your parents gonna scold your ass. And that is the price you're willing to pay. If you're willing to do that, you will. So instead of saying, fuck man, guys, I can't come because of this, because of that. No. It's not a cause. It's your reasoning. So stop thinking that you're forced to do things, because most of the time, almost 100% of the time, you're not forced. You have a choice. Really just think like, do I really have a choice? And you'll find that you actually do have a choice, and you've been just jumping to conclusions that, oh, I'm forced to do this. Not really. I do have a choice. And like what Jimmy said, you see things in a different light, in a more positive light. And then you start to see idiots around you fucking saying, oh, bro, I can't come because I'm forced to study and all this stuff. Not really, bro. You have a choice. You start to be that intelligent guy in your tribe. You'll be looking around, people be like, what the hell? Everyone else is actually idiots. Not to put your friends down or anything, but like you see around you that people keep saying, yeah, I'm forced to do this. Oh, bro, I fucking didn't do my homework because I game too much. Well, this is the price you're willing to pay. Getting scolded by your parents. This is the price you're willing to pay. This is the choice you made. Pay that price.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of like parents and stuff, I just want to say, honestly, that I see a lot of people these days, they feel very constrained by what people think about them. They always think about, I need to go to pursue, I always hear, I need to go pursue a career in engineering and all this fucking bullshit, right? No, because my parents, some doctor shit or whatever bullshit, man. If you like, my point is, do what the fuck you want, bro. You know what I mean? It's your fucking life. If you really truly deep down, you really want to pursue a career in arts, something more unconventional, music, don't do it, bro. You have to remember that you only live once. Don't live for anyone else. Even if it's your parents, don't live for them. Live for you. And I'm not saying this to put down parents. You should definitely listen to your parents because they will give you advice. But if it comes to a point where they're just forcing you to live their life, right? I heard about this story where this person, this dad, keeps forcing this guy to basically his dad wanted to become someone. Like for example, let's take his dad wanted to become an athlete, right? And he couldn't do it. And that's why he's like pushing his ambitions into his son to become an athlete because he wants to see that. Don't live for him. If you want to genuinely like pursue a career in art, it's more unconventional to pursue a career in music. Let's say music production, creating books. Like that's really what you're interested in, like fiction. It could be even manga or whatever, like anime. Like that's what you really feel passionate about. I'm not talking about the bullshit passionate. Like, oh, yeah, that sounds so cool. But you really weighed in everything. You really thought about it. Like, okay, I know that if I worked in an anime studio, I'll have to sleep under the fucking sleep under the fucking tables overtime and stuff. If you really think about it and you're like, I still feel passionate about it, fucking go do it, bro. Like, what's stopping you, right? I understand the parents and the pressure and stuff from society and stuff, but bro, you only live once. Like really let that sink in. You only fucking live once. After you're dead, you won't be back. Like you actually won't be back. And you don't want
There's
to be
no
on your fucking
isekai.
deathbed. You actually don't want to be on your fucking deathbed thinking to yourself, fuck, I shouldn't have listened to them. I should have lived the life more true to myself. You don't want that, bro. Like you don't fucking want that. So my advice honestly will be from today onwards, live a life true to you, bro. Right? And yes, society will definitely go against you. They'll say, "Oh, you do this fucking whatever, whatever." I don't know. Like you won't make money if you do this and stuff like that. But fuck them. You know what I mean? The truth is, I genuinely believe that you can do anything. And you can make money. Genuinely, you can do fucking anything. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but let me tell you an analogy, right? So you may be thinking right now, uh, okay, let's take like a pretty low paying job and what a lot of people want to do. Let's take like anime, right? You really are passionate to become like a mangaka or something, right? And you hear your parents and all of it, oh, they don't make a lot of money and stuff like that. Bullshit, right? Let's say you go to a fucking art school, you go learn how to draw and stuff. You can upload your work on like fucking Pixiv or Twitter or whatever, and you can maybe like monetize your audience. You can create a school community, right? A school community teaching everyone how to fucking draw mangas and stuff like that and charge $99 a month. Everyone is fucking doing that these days. So there's no fucking excuses by saying that if I do this fucking profession, I can't even make money out of it. It's complete garbage. Complete fucking garbage. You can, first of all, expand that business and create a YouTube channel teaching people how to fucking draw. right? You can get some revenue from that, and you can even do coaching, right? You can fucking do like online coaching where you coach people how to fucking draw and stuff like that. You can fucking do that. You get what I mean? These days, it's not constrained by like you working at an anime studio. I've seen guys that literally this guy, you can go search this up, Jeff Chan, MMA shredder or something. He used to be a fucking MMA fighter until he realized that, oh shit, the risk is too high and I'm getting paid too little. What he did, he started making content on YouTube and started making like courses and stuff like that. He's still making money, isn't he? Compared to like saying like, oh, MMA is actually a low paying job and stuff like that, you can still make money, bro. You can still get rich. It doesn't matter what it is. You just have to fucking think. You have to be fucking creative. What do you think about that, Jenna? I actually just thought about it. It's like, it's complete garbage, right? You may think that, oh, if I'm like an author, I'm not going to make a lot of money because I need to go to a publishing studio. Dude, you're not thinking enough,
Yeah, you don't need
right?
to.
You can fucking create a community online charging like $99 per month for someone. You can make a YouTube channel. There's options out there. You can do social media. You can upload your work on social media, maybe get hired by a company or something, create your own coaching agency or some shit that you can do stuff, bro. You know what I mean? So there is no fucking excuses to not pursue what you're interested in because of money or whatever. Nonsense. You just have to fucking think of ways. And I honestly just thought about this is some genius shit, honestly, because it's true. Even if you think about garbage collection or whatever, right? I hear this all the time, like, oh, if I do garbage collection, I'm not gonna make a lot of money. You can think, bro, right? Let's say if I give you fucking 10 years to be in like a random ass industry, you can become a master at it. You're gonna go in there maybe as like a worker for garbage collection. Eventually, you'll learn more about garbage collecting. You know, for example, like climb up the ranks on garbage collection. I don't know how that works. You come up the ranks, become a manager or something, and eventually you have connections with people. You start talking to them, and now you know the inside out of garbage collecting. You know that okay, this is how you actually operate an entire system, and soon enough, you become the owner of one of the biggest garbage collection companies, and you're actually a fucking millionaire. You know what I mean or not? People are seeing things at level one. They're seeing level one as in like, oh, if I do garbage collecting, I'll just be a garbage collector for my whole life. No, you don't have to fucking do that. You just have to be fucking smart, climb up the ladder, make more connection, and you can even start your own company, right? You can even teach people how to fucking get into this business. I heard for one of my mentors, Alex Samosi, right? He created a gym and then he's teaching people how to create gyms, right? His whole system and stuff like that. You can do that with garbage collection as well, right? Teach people how to create like the most successful garbage collection business in like 30 days or something. You can do that, right? So there is no fucking excuses. Even if you have like flipping burgers at McDonald's, I've seen people on YouTube doing their cooking channels and stuff, and they got so popular until they have like their own cooking series on the television. They even have cookbooks and stuff like that. So there's no fucking excuses. There is no excuses at all to do whatever you want to do. I even saw someone that's doing like jumping rope, skipping rope, like the cool
Yeah.
tricks and stuff. Actually has a business as well, teaching people how to like do all these cool tricks and stuff like that. And he even sells like his own skipping rope and stuff like that. But you just have to be creative, bro. The internet has given us a space to really just make money. Making money has never been more easier. But of course, it takes persistence.
Mm.
You can't just get there in like a day or some shit like that, right? What do you think about that? Because that idea was crazy, honestly. I was like, oh shit, you can actually get rich doing pretty much anything. Really. You just have to be passionate about it. Because if you think about it, passion, I always tell this to people who are trying to make money online these days. I always tell them to just follow their passion. Because when you follow your passion and when you do things that you love, no one can compare with you. For them, it'll be work. But for you, it'll be pay and you do play and you'll do this shit for free. Right? Like, let's say you really enjoy playing video games and you take another guy from the street that's forced to play video games to compete in esports. He will need to break because his eye is straining, stuff like that. He will need to go for a walk for his mental health and stuff like that. But you do this shit for free, bro. You be gaming there for 12 hours. They can't fucking compete with you. You know what I mean? And let's just say you're really passionate about gaming, but that's my point. What do you think about that? I think that's some really good value, honestly, there. Because if you think about it, a lot of stuff is scalable these days. And I didn't even thought about the mangaka example. They can actually do that, and that's what they've been doing. They upload their works on Pixiv, on Twitter, especially a lot of those guys. And then next thing you know, they become an actual whole anime series and stuff like that. I've seen that. I think uh one of the Dojin artists or something, I saw that manga on
Yeah.
fucking store. You can go from a guy that's just a person, that's just making works on Twitter for fun, just drawing stuff, uploading them, to having your own manga series and having your own publishing company, for example. Who knows? You know what I mean? It really just takes passion and persistence, grit. Even though I don't like that book, I think that's pretty much what the book is about: passion and persistence. Really, I've just given you an entire framework on doing this, but what do you think about this, Judah?
mean, he's obviously right. I was about to give all those examples, but he said them all anyways. I was about to go the opposite perspective, which is like, okay, what if you follow your parents, right? What if you follow your parents and say, yep, you're gonna become a doctor, you're gonna lose. You're gonna
Yeah,
actually become like what
there you
Jamie
go.
said.
Yeah, actually, just to elaborate on the point, exactly. You're gonna lose to all the other doctors out there because all the other doctors, for example, those guys are actually passionate. They're really passionate, right? And don't tell me like no doctors are passionate. There are actually some doctors that I've seen that are actually passionate. For example, they are the person they love passed away at a very young age due to a disease, and now they've committed their entire life, which is extremely wholesome, to become a doctor to actually solve this disease. You cannot compete with that guy. You cannot fucking compete with that guy. That guy's gonna be thinking about that shit every single day. Like, okay, how do I really do this? How do I do that? And while you're gonna be there in your fucking, I don't know, in your fucking room studying and dreading, like, oh, I wish I could be on TikTok and stuff like that. But that guy is actually passionate about it. So just complete garbage. And I love that you bring that point up because it just puts it into even more perspective of why doing shit that other people tell you to do isn't even effective because you don't even want to fucking do it. Right? And the most is you're probably going to become an employee like everyone else. So,
Yeah, I was about to say
right.
that as well. Literally, like what Jamie said, garbage collecting. If you're actually passionate about garbage collecting,
Yeah.
you are gonna
I
fly through
know
the ranks,
it's
bro.
ridiculous, right? Like I gave you a very good analogy, like garbage collecting. Like let's say you're really passionate about it, you can like I already told you the entire framework. Go in there as a worker, couple months you learn from everyone, you talk to people, you probably climb out the rank as a manager because you're gonna be very passionate about it. You're gonna show up over time and stuff like that. You're gonna get promoted, and eventually you go up there, you start talking to the big owners and stuff like that. They start talking to you as a manager. They'll tell you, and you become a mentor under this owner. And eventually, who knows? He may even pass his company to you, or you may have the sufficient knowledge to actually start your own business. And eventually, you can even teach people how to do it, how to make millions collecting garbage. It's crazy, man, these days, right? Let's not even say that. Let's use something more realistic. Let's say you really love bodybuilding. This is a lot of teenagers these days. You can make a lot of money doing that. Look at your favorite influencers out there. You have what? Alex Eubank. You have what's that guy's name? That guy's really popping out. Uh, I don't know. But there are a lot of fitness influencers these days, and you can really see they have collaborations with brands like Young LA and stuff like that. It's possible, bro. Right? You just have to have passion. You just have to really, really enjoy doing that stuff. And fuck whatever anyone else to say to you, bro. You live your own life, man. Live on your own rules. If you want to do this, fucking do it. Everyone's going to go against you, but I promise when you fucking step up there, when you're up there, when you actually made it, those guys are gonna fucking switch their faces, bro. They're gonna be two-faced. I always believed in you, bro. I always believed in you. Fuck you, bro. You know the reals and the fake ones. Those guys who have been there with you since day one, when you're starting off as a nobody, for example, a mangaka, like you're really fucking broke and stuff, you're just trying to make it because your parents kicked you off. Really start to, notice those guys who have been there for you. Those guys, when you're broke, they let you sleep on your couch, they feed you and stuff like that. Remember those guys, those day one guys. Because when you make it, you want to thank them a lot, honestly. Because those are the real friends. But yeah, what do you think, Judah?
I was about to say about how actually I'm not even sure what I was about to say, but that point is what I want to talk about actually. The passion and persistence thing is like if you hate what you do, no point. You're gonna lose against everyone else if they are much more passionate about you because you just cannot beat someone if that person loves what he does because he doesn't have to rest, he doesn't have to stop. You need to stop because you hate what you do, right? It's
Oh,
like,
let me go get something real quick. You can continue speaking.
okay, you you basically will just lose against people who they'll just get much better than you much faster because they love what they do. Because you don't need to rest if you love what you do. Like what Jamie said about gaming. If you love gaming, you don't hear people saying that, I'm fucking tired of gaming. No, they keep playing for 12 hours, but you don't see people like be able to do, I don't know, garbage collecting for 12 hours straight because the fuck, who the hell likes garbage collecting? But let's say you do like garbage collecting, you will be able to do it for 12 hours. You will be able to learn from it. You'll be able to learn interesting things about garbage collecting, even though I don't know anything about garbage collecting. But
Seems like this entire podcast is about garbage collecting. But it's just to put it into perspective of how insane this is, and you can really go for it, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I just felt passionate just now about it, talking about this. And this is why I believe we can really get up there in terms of the podcasting and like general self improvement space because I love this
oh,
shit, bro. I love talking about shit like this. I love inspiring people because it's true. I just told you about it, bro. Right? There's no excuses for you to say now, like, oh, if I do a job in a fucking, I don't know, like, what's people usually interested? If I do a job as an influencer, because I think a lot of people like to be influencers these days, or K-pop dancers or whatever. If I do that, I won't get a lot of money, bro. I just told you about garbage collection and how you can make millions out of it. There's no excuses, right? And just takes a lot of passion and hard work, persistence, and passion. You'll get it. You get that, bro. And you're gonna see the real example, the real evidence in a couple months when we make it, because I
Yeah.
genuinely believe in this shit. You know, you guys will be here in our entire journey of making it, but yeah, pretty much. I don't even know what this episode is called. Passion or something. Passion is
Living
king.
the dream.
Living the dream.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, technically.
you are living the dream. You know, for those guys who are watching right now, you want to achieve something great, because chances are if you're watching this podcast, you want to achieve something great, but you have those limitations, like your parents are putting you down, or society, your friends, especially these toxic friends, looking at you weird, like, oh, this guy's weird. He's not doing this. This is your call to action, to really just start on what you really love doing. You know, the internet has given us an amazing tool to really just make money. Use it. You know, start your own Instagram account, start your own Twitter account. You don't even have to show your face. Just if you're like a mangaka, just fucking snap a picture and share that. Or garbage collector, you can go on to fucking social media as a garbage collector as well. You know, fucking taking pictures and shit, or maybe even making some memes. You can blow up, bro. Like, actually, like, this is my life. You can vlog your life in garbage collection. I believe some people watch that. Or you can do some funny meme stuff like dumpster diving and stuff like that. Like, it's an actual thing. So I'm just making this episode to really just get those guys who are like, should I make the leap or should I not make the leap? Make the leap, bro. You will not regret it at the end of your life. You know, you'll regret not making the leap. I mean, think about the times where you did not make the leap. For example, talking to that really pretty girl that you wanted to talk to and you didn't do it. You regretted it after that, didn't you? Same shit applies right now. You don't want to be on your deathbed thinking, fuck, I wasted like 10 years of my life chasing after a doctor degree that didn't even fucking work out. I mean, you look at Ali Abdal, bro. Look at him, right? He was what, destined to become a doctor. I think it's because parents as well. And now he's like a entrepreneur, a productivity guru, right? Making millions of dollars. You can fucking make it, bro. You know what I mean? Internet's there for you. You just have to be creative. You just have to have passion, and you just have to have persistence. And we're with you, you know, because we are the type of people that are on this journey as well. So we're here with you. And that's the point of this podcast, actually. But yeah, Juno, what do you have to say?
I was gonna say how we were once like you. We created Enhanced Haven in hopes of, because that's what everyone wanted to do. We wanted to make money doing things that we hated, and that's why we didn't make shit. If we were getting views, no money at all. We were doing shit, and that's why we're here. That's why we changed. We are basically walking our talk here to prove that this is what we love to do, to make real self-improvement education accessible, because the current self-improvement space is a clown house, and that's why we're here.
We don't go there. We don't talk about who's the main
Yeah, I know.
clown in circus. We
Yeah, I
don't.
know.
But uh yeah, if you're going into this space to make the quickest way to make $10,000 a month, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Because if you take drop shipping and you fucking absolutely hate it, you'll lose to the guy that actually loves drop shipping. Like, he will literally fail 1,000 times, sell shitty products, and he'll be happy because he's making progress. While you'll be over there dreading, like, oh, I just lost $500. Oh, I lost this. Don't be that guy. And actually pursue what you're truly interested in. So pretty much, I think that's pretty much it for today's episode. Really, really enjoyed it. This is probably the first ever actual great episode. Last time I was actually at my sitting desk. I don't know why, standing is just always better.
Definitely.
Get the better ideas, and I'm probably just gonna be standing and making this podcast. Feel more like myself, you know, actually just telling my true thoughts. And I really hope that this podcast can at least help one guy to make the leap. Honestly, I'm only just looking to help like one guy. If it help millions of people pursue what they really want to pursue, I'll be really happy, because I'm all about making an impact on this world. You know, as in the beginning, as a kid, you know, everyone starts off wanting to do shit just for their own needs. We're always on this mindset of thinking, what's next for me? What's next for me? If it's not for me, I'm not gonna do it. But as you get like more older, more mature, you really want to start making your impact on this world. You want to be like Steve Jobs, doing big shit before you leave this world. And that's what we're looking for. in intellectualism. We actually have a lot of phases. We're probably in phase 1 right now. Yeah, making an impact on this world. I mean, why else are you here as a human then? You know, if you're here as a human just to waste your land and just make it worse, I don't see the purpose in that. Just my personal take, lah. I think as a human, we should all just contribute to this world and really give our gifts basically. Give what we're talented in and really just give it our all. I don't know where the fuck I'm going at that, but basically just yeah, do what you're meant to be doing in this world, right? I don't even know whether I'm meant to be doing this kind of stuff. I'll know in a couple of years because I did talk about it in the purpose lecture that it works in layers, right? So yeah, pretty much that's it for today's episode, Jin. Anything to say to wrap up?
Nothing. It's just check us out at Intellectualism at YouTube to go look at that purpose lecture if you want.
Yeah, you can go check us out. That's Intellectualism over at YouTube. Go check us out. And I'm pretty sure that's it for today's episode. Wrapping up episode 3. It's been an amazing episode. Probably the best episode so far. See you guys soon.